All right, guys, we got the 2020 BEFIT Resilience Challenge. The goal here is to focus on things we can control during these crazy times and improve our health, fitness, and mindset. I just wanted to personally thank you and our whole community for really coming together. You all mean a lot to us, and we're grateful for your support. So this is a 6-week challenge. It might seem odd to be doing a challenge, but this is the perfect time because given the free time we have, we can focus on improving our health. It's a habits-based challenge around good habits that supports our immunity, mindset, and stress reduction, and improving our fitness. These habits we are putting in place for some long-term changes. They are also key in creating change in the short term. One quick note is that this challenge is free, not only to our members of the gym, but also your friends and family. So if you have someone in mind that you know who would want to jump in on this and join you and benefit from it, please feel free to send it their way. I'm excited about this challenge because as a coach, the hardest thing is getting members results in life when life is getting in the way of good habits. So now we don't have to worry about you going to bars, eating out all the time. So be less tempted by the derailers and the crabs in the bucket in your lives. My favorite thing though is that we're giving you options here, and you can customize the challenge to you, which we'll cover here shortly. You may have done different challenges in the past that you can get results in the short term, but they may not lead to long-term healthy habits. So that is why we are focused on habits here and nothing too strict. This is a completion-based challenge where your goal is to complete it, and we'll cover that in the rules here in a bit. Our main focus in this challenge is simplicity. You'll focus on 3 categories, and you can choose from 1 to 3 habits in each category. And some are easier than others because we want you to focus on these things being sustainable for you. Each option we will go over and is a tried and true, and we've handpicked things based on scientific studies and focusing on immune system support. And the focus on these habits is so you can keep doing them even after the challenge, because let's be honest, that's what's most important here. The resilience challenge, the big area. So the 3 categories are support immunity around nutrition and what we put in our bodies, mindset and stress reduction. Believe it or not, stress can cause illness in times like these with a lot of changes going on. Life can be really stressful, and that's probably the understatement of the year right there. And of course, fitness, because it is what we do. Before we jump into the habits of each category, we just wanted to be upfront with this disclaimer here. We are not medical professionals. This is a fun challenge to help people support immunity through basic lifestyle, exercise, and health habits. It's designed to give us something positive to focus on, and it is optional to participate and in no way guarantees COVID-19 prevention. This is the tracking sheet we'll use, and it's a 1-sheet printout that will cover all 6 weeks for you. The rules are pretty straightforward. Complete the habits you choose for 4 out of 7 days in each category to get the credit for the week. So you just have to do it 4 times out of the week to get credit, and do that for all 6 weeks, and then you get a pass. So as you can see, we are building in a lot of flexibility here and room for forgiveness. You clearly get brownie points though if you do it every day. And then why not do it every day? Because that'll help ingrain great habits for you for the long term. You can see at the bottom a summary list of the options, which we're going to go over here, every one of these in a bit. But you'll pick 1 to 3 habits. Obviously 3 habits and then 1 category increases the difficulty because you need to do all those habits for that day to get credit. But for those that want to be challenged more, go for it. You'll write your options in the top right here and to remind yourself of the habits you're focusing on in each category. And then under that, you'll see this statement, which is optional, of course, but make a financial commitment if you don't succeed 4 out of the 7 days. That you'll give money to a charity or someone in need. And in some way, this is really powerful if you make it to an organization or charity that you don't like. So say if you are a conservative, give it to the NDP party and vice versa. It's just to help you keep you more motivated and accountable. So you'll basically go through this, check off every day, and at the end of the week, you'll tally up the numbers. It's that simple. All right, so let's dive into these habits. First, on immunity, you will see there are 4 habits to do, and you're going to be doing more of those, and then 2 habits to avoid. So there's 6 habits here in total. 4 are doing more of, 2 are avoiding. Top one there, eat fruit and veggies to get maximum nutrients and antioxidants. The daily recommended allowance of fruit and veggies combined is 5 to 13. We want you to be shooting for the high side during these times and getting 10 to 14 servings a day. It's a lot. It's a challenge. Remember, this is both fruit and veggies, but veggies, especially greens, are better than fruit when it comes to just overall everything. I would go for 14 veggies personally here. Greens are better than fruits but if you're going to go for fruits, go for berries, which are lower in sugar and higher in antioxidants. Minimize tropical fruits as they are high in sugar, and no juice does not count. Going down the bottom there, we see drinking water, which hydration helps the lymph system. The lymph system removes toxins from the body and has white blood cells to fight infections. The goal is to take your body weight in pounds and divide it by 2, and that's the ounces of water you need. So if you're 200 pounds, divide that by 2 is 100 ounces a day. And then for your reference, it's about 16 ounces in a 500 milliliter water bottle. In the middle top there, we have fermented foods. 2 to 4 servings of fermented foods can help with gut health over time. Gut health is important because the majority of your immune system is in your gut, about 70 to 80% actually. While foods like yogurt and kefir count, they can be high in sugar. So opt for more Greek yogurts, which have less sugar. But fermented veggies are best, like kimchi, sauerkraut, miso. Sauerkraut's my favorite option. Please don't go to the grocery store now and buy those all though. Moving down, we got the protein shake, berry green smoothie. So, a third of a cup of frozen berries, as much spinach as you'd like, mix it with water, unsweetened almond milk, add a protein powder in there. And that's a great quick breakfast. It gets a ton of nutrition in, and it's easy for you to make. Get on with your day. Top right, no sugar. Ooh, I love it. Also, try to avoid try to avoid sweeteners. According to WebMD, eating or drinking too much sugar has a negative impact on your immune system. Fructose in fruit is okay because you're getting a few fiber and nutrients there. Bottom right, sorry guys, the last thing no alcohol, a bummer, I know, especially if you're quarantined. But we came across a scientific study that not only found that alcohol has adverse immune-related effects, but it is particularly susceptible for respiratory illnesses like pneumonia, which given the current environment with COVID-19 being a respiratory illness, it's best to stay away from right now. Moving on to mindset habits and stress reduction, the most important thing you can do is get 8+ hours of sleep every night to allow your body to properly recover and reduce stress and inflammation. Develop an evening routine to help you get ready for bed and your body to start to get ready for sleep. Avoid caffeine in the afternoon to avoid the cycle of being too caffeinated and then just relying on it every day to kind of energize you. It's up to you to break this cycle. Down below, we have breathing, that particular type of breathing called cyclic hyperventilation. It was made famous by Wim Hof. I had the chance to do a Wim Hof seminar last year. If you haven't heard of him, he climbed to Mount Everest in his base camp in his shorts, and in a lab setting, he was able to fight off an endotoxin that was injected in him and that caused flu symptoms. He then was able to not have any symptoms, and he was able to train 12 others his breathing techniques for a few weeks, and they all were successful in fighting off these symptoms. Well, this is unheard of, obviously. This is unheard of because in this endotoxin test, 90% of people get flu-like symptoms. Wim Hof protocol is 30 to 40 breaths with a 10 out of 10 forceful inhale, and then just letting go on the exhale. You can do about 30 or 40 breaths, and then on the 30 or 40th breath, you're gonna just hold your breath on the exhale with no force, and you're just gonna try to hold it for as long as you can. And you're gonna feel some vibration, some humming, and you can do that for 3 to 4 rounds. Message me if you want me to send you kind of more detailed protocol on that. Sorry about the text messages there. I did not turn my airplane mode on. Up here in the middle here, journaling can be a great way during this time to get perspective and get our minds right. Do a quick summary, then write down 1 or 2 things that were positive wins for the day for you. 1 or 2 things you're grateful for, 1 or 2 memorable moments of the day. And then on Sunday, go back and read through your week. You'll be pleasantly surprised that your week probably went better than you thought. I don't know about this week, but we tend to forget the positives in our mind, and we're evolutionarily designed to remember negatives. So that's why the weekly review is a nice reminder. Are you getting sun and going outside? I like it. Getting sun 5 to 50 minutes per day can boost vitamin D, which supports immune function. Stay present and listen to nature. You can try to do without a phone or electronic device, and then you can double up and meditate outside as well. Good segue to meditation, which believe it or not, supports immunity. Probably because of the stress reduction that meditation has, but doesn't really matter right now. I would try to do 5 or 20 minutes of meditation. One of the easiest forms is just gratitude meditation. Be still, close your eyes, focus on everything you are grateful for, and just be aware in the moment. Might find you get a big smile on your face as well. It's a great side effect, obviously. Lastly, laugh more. That's great for so many reasons, but studies have shown laughing can boost white blood cell count. So, watch a comedy movie, be silly, tell a dad joke like Joe might, even if it's not funny. And obviously, laughing in groups can help. Can help because it's contagious, but keep your distance, please. All right, we're almost done here. I'll try to wrap it up quickly. Fitness. You guys know this. We'll cover this quick. You guys obviously understand the importance of fitness because that's how you know me. And first option being 10,000 steps a day of walking. I'm a big advocate of doing 15 to 20,000 if you have the time. This is great for friends and family joining along on family walks. Great recovery in between workouts, especially if you're doing 2 workouts a day right now. You can use this time to double up and learn, like listening to an audiobook or a podcast. Let's look at workouts here. During the challenge, just jump on the app there that we provided, do the online workouts, or you can obviously get in the gym here when we get the all clear. It's a 6-week challenge, so we expect workouts to resume hopefully in the next few weeks. Yoga can be done for those who like yoga, or even an easier option is just doing some mobility and flexibility and the movements you're deficient in. If you don't know how to stretch those movements, just send me an email. I'll send you a video of how to stretch out there. If you're going to do any rehab or prehab, we try to integrate those into your training, but that would count as well. It's important, obviously, working on structural balance. One important note I want to make is don't go out and run a marathon or work out for extended periods of time over an hour of strenuous exercise. This places a lot of stress on the immune system. It might even have the opposite effect on your immune system. If you want to do doubles, just do doubles, but just keep them under an hour per workout there. And just a reminder, this is a completion challenge, so you just need to do 4 out of 7 days per week during the challenge, and have fun with it and get the most of it. And let's turn a negative into a positive and integrate some great habits here. So tell your friends and family if they want to get involved. Feel free to send this to them if they're interested in getting in on the fun. And if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact me. All right, guys, stay safe.